Hello, I'm going to demonstrate how to access Java documents or JavaDocs, and this is a particular thing that you would be doing quite often as a Java programmer. So when you go to Google, just type java.sun.com, and basically the reason I type java.sun.com is a throwback to the old days of when Java was owned by Sun Microsystems. They've since, of course, been bought out by Oracle. So you have still, when you type in java.sun.com, you get into oracle.com, tech network, java, index.html, which is a lot more to type than java.sun.com. So once you get into this interface, you see it says Oracle, and it's got lots of links. But the one I want you to look at is Java APIs. And when you look at the Java APIs, you have a whole bunch of different links here as well. The SE, which means Standard Edition, the EE, Enterprise Edition, the ME, Mobile Edition. And then within each one of those, you have versions between 1 and 8. So the one that we in particular want to take a look at is Java SE8. Of course, that's the most recent one. That's the one you should go into to get the most recent information. So once you click on that, it gives you this interface, and this is classic. It's been around for a long time. If you want to find out anything about Java classes, you have them listed here. On the top left here, you have what are called packages, which are the collections of Java classes that are collected inside of a particular name. So java.lang, java.io, and so on and so forth. And down here, you have all classes. So if you don't know the package, you could just kind of sift through all these classes, and it is a lot of classes. So you should know what you're looking for, but if you don't want to keep scrolling down to find what you're looking for, let's say we wanted to find out what a string class is comprised of, we could just use the search or the find tool within the browser I'm using here is Chrome. I just hit Alt F. That's my way of getting into the file menu or the menu system, and then you click on F, or you could just hit Control F and get to the find feature. And if I just type string, uppercase, lowercase, doesn't matter, it will search the entire site that we're looking at currently, and it might just be a couple of clicks to the down button that would eventually bring you to the area where it talks about strings. So you see string, string buffer, string builder, and so on and so forth. But we want to look at string in particular. So when you click on string, you get class string, and then we could just clear this search. And now we see all of the pertinent information about the string class, which includes the field summary, the constructor summary, and so on and so forth, the method summary. So these are all really valuable sections that you can look up, because the string class is very powerful and you use it quite frequently. Of course, we probably could have just said java.sun.com string and perhaps gotten directly to that, although this is a little bit different interface. It looks pretty much like what we were just looking at, but this it brought you into Standard Edition 7, whereas the one I drilled down to was Standard Edition edition 8. So, if you want to find out anything about a particular class, as you may know, when you program classes and objects, you need to create what are called constructors, and oftentimes the constructors are what they call overloaded, and you can see that there's several different overloads of strings. So this helps you also understand object-oriented technology in the context of Java. But this string, what we might call the default constructor, has no arguments. There's nothing in the parentheses, and that would be your typical way of creating a string. But when we talk about strings later in the course, we'll go to this site and look at the different code snippets and find out how various functions are used. So for example, a simple one would be the length function. So if you look at length, then it shows you how the length function is implemented, and some information about it, and you could, inside of this site, you can also go back and look at code segments. But for now, if we go back to the main screen in the java.sun.com, so basically, to recap, you go to java.sun.com, you get to this site, and then you click on Java APIs. Now there's many, many other areas that you can find information on this site, so visit it frequently. If you want the JavaDocs, you can just go directly in and look at the current API, which means Application Programming Interface, and this is where the definitive source of Java information is where you would find it. So thank you very much.